'cause I see all your pain. It's written in your eyes. You and I, we are one and the same. For better or for worse, our dreams are our curse. We are united in our pain. So tell me why we live like angels with no halos, walking blind in a wasteland, a graveyard, out of sight and out of mind. We must be crazy to live so aimlessly, and yet so confined. We survive. We are fighters and we break the odds alive. We break the odds alive. Even when you're on your own, you don't walk alone. I'm by your side. Somehow we Tell me why we're gifted with such insight, but we're so blind to the demons that we all fight. Is this really by design? And if so, then what happened to our human side? If we can't let go of the hate in our souls, then I fear we've wasted our lives. We survive. We are fighters and we break the odds alive. We break the odds alive. Even when you're on your own, you don't walk alone. I'm by your side. Somehow we survive. We are fighters and we break the odds alive. We break the odds alive. Even when you're on your own, you don't walk alone. I'm by your side. Somehow we survive. Siamese, I know your name. Don't hide from me, 'cause I see all your pain. It's written in your eyes. You and I, we are one and the same. For better or for worse, our dreams are our curse. We are united in our pain. So tell me why we live like angels with no halos, walking blind I know your name. Don't hide from me, 'cause I see all your pain. It's written in your eyes. You and I, we are one and the same. For better or for worse, our dreams are our curse. We are united in our pain. So tell me why we live like angels with no halos, walking blind in a wasteland, a graveyard, out of sight and out of mind. It must be crazy to live so aimlessly, and yet so confined. Eye to eye, we survive. We are fighters and we break the odds alive. We break the odds alive. Even when you're on your own, you don't walk alone. I'm by your side. I'm here. Somehow we Tell me why we're gifted with such insight, but we're so blind to the demons that we all fight. Is this really by design? And if so, then what happened to our human side? If we can't let go of the hate in our souls, then I fear we've wasted our lives. Eye to eye, we survive. We are fighters and we break the odds alive. We break the odds alive. Even when you're on your own, you don't walk alone. I'm by your side. I'm here. Somehow we me, 'cause I see all your pain. It's written in your eyes. You and I, we are one and the same. For better or for worse, our dreams are our curse. We are united in our pain. So tell me why we live like angels with no halos, walking blind in a wasteland, a graveyard, out of sight and out of mind. It must be crazy to live so aimlessly, and yet so confined. We survive. We are fighters and we break the odds alive. We break the odds alive. Even when you're on your own, you don't walk alone. I'm by your side. I'm here. Somehow we Tell me why we're gifted with such insight, but we're so blind to the demons that we all fight. Is this really by design? And if so, then what happened to our human side? If we can't let go of the hate in our souls, then I fear we've wasted our lives. We survive. We are fighters and we break the odds alive. We break the odds alive. Even when you're on your own, you don't walk alone. I'm by your side. I'm here. Somehow we survive. We are fighters and we break the odds alive. We break the odds alive. Even when you're on your own, you don't walk alone. I'm by your side. I'm here. Somehow we survive. Siamese, I know your name. Don't hide from me, 'cause I see all your pain. It's written in your eyes. You and I, we are one and the same. For better or for worse, our dreams are our curse. We are united in our pain. So tell me why we live like angels with no halos, walking blind me, 'cause I see all your pain. It's written in your eyes. You and I, we are one and the same. For better or for worse, our dreams are our curse. We are united in our pain. So tell me why we live like angels with no halos, walking blind in a wasteland, a graveyard, out of sight and out of mind. We must be crazy to live so aimlessly, and yet so confined. We survive. We are fighters and we break the odds alive. We break the odds alive. Even when you're on your own, you don't walk alone. I'm by your side. I'm here. Somehow we survive. Tell me why we're gifted with such insight, but we're so blind to the demons that we all fight. Is this really by design? And if so, then what happened to our human side? If we can't let go of the hate in our souls, then I fear we've wasted our lives. Eye to eye, we survive. We are fighters and we break the odds alive. We break the odds alive. Even when you're on your own, you don't walk alone. I'm by your side. I'm here. Somehow we survive. Siamese, I know your name. Don't hide from me, 'cause I see all your pain. It's written in your eyes. You and I, we are one and the same. For better or for worse, our dreams are our curse. We are united in our pain. So tell me why we live like angels with
this is going to be chapter 2.
Chapter 2? What?
Well, technically, chapter 2, because...
well, yeah, chapter 2. Oh, I thought you were wondering about, like, which episode sort of thing.
Yeah, chapter 2 championship match.
There you go.
Well, there we go. Also, I don't think anybody responded to my question about, do you think I should change like Hongsa's name to something else? Because I don't know whether Brian's going to be able to say the name properly.
I think personally Yoko's quite cool, because I think everyone can pronounce that but still get the idea, you know?
Yeah, Yoko. Yeah, and it's Japanese for, like, at least red or crimson as well. So, well, crimson mostly. Like a deep red. So yeah, okay. I will let people know.
And then there is the interesting thing that have you heard from celebrity wife called Yoko Ono?
I do know of Yoko Ono sort of thing.
Yes.
How dare you what I did to John Lennon?
Oh, dear.
Dang.
Okay.
But yeah.
Ladies and gents, I believe, sorry for cutting you off, Foxy, but we are here. We are live. It is Friday. You know, this means peoples.
Yeah!
It's time to immediately shut off the stream, because, no. I'm joking. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ring Warriors. The wrestling tabletop role-playing game that's full of fun for everyone, especially if you're a wrestling fan or a giant nerd. I just happen to be both, so suck my dick. And by that I mean, no, I don't endorse the S-ing of the D. Anyway, thank you for joining. I am joined by Foxy and Tash this evening.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello.
Christy sadly is not with us again due to personal reasons, which is fine. No problem. And Vinny is either running late, or he's sleeping, or he's forgotten, or one of those three. Which I won't put past him, to be honest with you. But needless to say,
I say, shame on him.
Yes. Shame. Shame on the non-believer. So, even with that, we're ready to go. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I am using my new dice.
Ooh.
My new dice. My new dice are carved from steel itself.
Oh, God.
Look at that. It is like a brown copper steely butte.
Yeah,
good weight to it as well.
I am actually going to use the old overlays for now.
Yep.
Because the setup would take like forever.
True. I mean, it took me forever just making this thing.
Yeah.
As you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, big update on the overlay. It looks really nice, really fancy. You can see all the characters and their stat pools. You can also obviously see the events that are going on down below when people do the follows and do the things. By the way, I am Pika. Thank you very much, dude, for the host. Much love to that one. And we are about ready to go. So quick recap for everybody, because it feels like it's been ages since we've done a proper Ring Warrior session. It just hasn't been a blatant update stream, which I do apologize for. But when you're developing a game, you gotta update things, and when you don't update things, So, from where we last left off, the party, they defeated Big Boy Psycho, leader of the Roids, in Bad Street, USA. They are out of Bad Street. They are now still in Atlanta, but now taking part at their first proper event known as Slugfest. And at Slugfest, people have been battling everybody left, right, and center. We've had a hilarious match involving Liam Cyber O'Reilly, which was absolutely fantastic.
Which was kind of like a gimmick match. It seemed like a gimmick match, but in the end, I won.
yeah, it was kind of a gimmick match. It was quite hilarious, but I think everyone loved it, so that's what matters in the end of the day.
Yeah.
All the matches have been played out. The only match now that sadly we will no longer be able to see, sad face, is the match involving Bumper. Which is upsetting, but we will make up for that in the future when Christy is able to join us. Don't you worry, Lopland fans. You will get your chance. Not today, because those damn rabbits. Oh my lord. It's not a big problem.
they just keep multiplying.
They really do.
Yes.
It's a curse. It really is a curse. But ladies and gentlemen, we are about ready to go. As the next match is about to commence. You got Foxy chilling out with Lavanya, watching the show as it unfolds. As setup guy coming up to everyone, just like, "Alright everyone, main event time! Now which one of you is for Hissa and Lavanya?"
And yeah, Lavanya will stand up from the chair and go, "That'll be me."
Okay.
And just
Like he calls you over to him for one moment to do like a little one-on-one.
Mm.
And when you go over to him, he like you have to kind of bend down to his level because he's kind of a short guy.
okay.
And when you bend down, he's just like, "Okay, so this is an actual championship match. It may look flashy, but it's perfectly legit. If you walk out with a championship, it's an actual win. You will be a new Atlanta State champion. I can't wait to see this. This is my first day of a job, and I might see a championship change." Anyway, I'm marking out. Get out of it.
Alright. Crack my knuckles. And
Okay.
yeah.
He just points towards the curtains. You go on through. You head up the ramp, and you see the cavalcade of people around you, booing because they remember you being an absolute piece of crap earlier on. And still
I
thinking,
I don't give a damn.
there you go. So, Lavanya, how will you enter the ring?
Well, I mean, they wouldn't see me like I say per se, because all they see is a solid looking brick wall.
Right.
And as the music kind of picks up, all of a sudden there is just an explosion of brickwork and debris just flying everywhere as the dust from like the brickwork disappears. You just see rubble in front of a very muscular Hisson lady with a fist like stretched outright as if she just punched through a wall. And then she's just gonna step over the debris and just walk down the ramp like the badass she is.
Oh, dang. And I'm going to see how the people react to when you smash down that wall. They really don't like it. They hate it. They think you're being too flashy for your own good, and they are just hating you right now.
Haters gonna hate.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
So
Haters gonna hate.
you have your entrance, you get into the ring, people getting a bit pissy. And then all of a sudden the lights turn out and you just hear like this overture of violins. And as this overture of violins and even the piano chime in, just see like these scantily clad like Vegas like showgirls go down to the ring and line the entire ramp. So on either end, with people going, "Woo, hotties!" and all that, just going mad for the girls. And then, of course, who comes out of this cavalcade of classical music? It is, of course, the reigning, defending, undisputed Atlanta State champion, the Flair, Daniel Maxton. And as you see him enter, he's got his like perfectly oiled back blonde hair. He's got his big fluffy robe on, which on the back has the word Flair on it. He's coming down the ring with his arms out as if to Great, and as if to welcome the people into his house, as they are going mad, seeing the champion in the flesh, ready for what is about to come down. He walks down to the ring with obviously his arms out, taking time every occasion to kiss the hand of one of the showgirls, winking at them, maybe even giving one his number. Because he's the flair. That's what he does. And he gets one of the girls to take his robe as he enters the ring, puts his arms out yet again towards the crowds as they go mad, and places himself in the corner, ready for the match to begin. Is there anything you would want to do whilst you guys are waiting for the ref to kick things off?
I am just going to judge him on how much of a prissy boy he is, and imagine, and just thinking, this is it. If I win this match, I'm gonna do so much good for my folks at home.
Brilliant.
So much good.
Now, at this moment in time, the referee's been spending this time like patting down the champ, making sure he's not holding any weapons. There's another like referee just patting down like all of your bits just to make sure you're not packing any like weaponry at all, to make this a perfectly legit match in every way, shape and form. And when they're both confident that they haven't found anything suspicious, one of the refs takes the championship belt from the flare and shows it to you. And when he shows it to you, you get a very good glimpse of it. It's just glistening with gold, a couple of diamonds shining the top, bottom, left and right of the main centerpiece of this belt. And as you can see onto it, it's a gold plate of a belt in front of you, which engraved onto it has the actual shape of the state of Atlanta on there, as it has Atlanta State Champion in banners both above and below where it says, including the big plate that just states the name of its current wearer, the Flair, Daniel Maxton.
Alright.
Good
Nice.
stuff. With the ref
Lovely
showing it
stuff.
to you, he then lifts it up to show it to the people around him as they're going nuts, ready for a championship match that is about to begin. He looks over to the Flair. He's ready to go. He's got his eyes set on defending his belt. Looks over to you. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
He's ready to go.
Bring it on.
And with the confidence that everyone is ready, the referee just goes, "Ring the bell! Ding, ding, ding! And let's get ready to roll!"
Right, so roll initiative.
Yes. I need to find a name to change that for, but we're working on that.
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
So is it a flat rate?
Flat
Like,
D20,
just flat D20?
please.
That's a nat 20.
That is astounding, and you get a wrestle point for that because you are so fired up. See, the Flair's not even taking you seriously. He rolled a 3, so he's just acting casual, thinking chump change. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so how do you want to kickstart this?
All right then. I'm just looking at the move list. Do. All right.
It's a good segue to say there's been a big change to the move list, where every move is now, well, there are some moves that haven't updated yet, but effectively, every move will involve the 6-sided die, because they do a d6 worth of damage, amplified by whichever stat they are affected by. So whether that be toughness, power, cunning, and all that jazz.
Right. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab him by the back of his greasy blonde hair and just bringing it to my head and just headbutting him.
Oh, dang. Okay, roll for that attack for me.
And that would be a strike, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just looking at this. Bear with me one sec. And it, so that would be under, what would that be under then? Would that be toughness, smarts, cunning, power?
Let me have a look at the move list. Let me see.
I've got,
Okay, so if you're just doing a standard headbutt, it involves your power.
okay then in that case then, that would be, just ordinary power. Okay, so that's gonna
Yes.
be that plus that. That is a 12.
Whoa. So you go to grab the back of his head and go for the headbutt, but the hair is so slippery, it leaves your hand really greasy to the point where you go for the headbutt, and you swing to the side of his face, and he's just like, and you just hear him whisper in your ear saying, "Nice try,"
Oh,
as it is his turn to strike him. And what he's gonna do with this happening, he's gonna take this, grab you by the waist, and attempt to spin you around for a belly to belly. Let's have a look if that works. Aha. With this, he rolls. He rolls a 17 versus your tire class.
that misses.
Whoa, yo. So what he does is he goes to grab you around the belly. He goes, like, flips over in order to use that momentum to carry you across, but his arms let go, as if he just isn't able to keep a hold on properly. He looks back, kinda surprised, as you're just standing there looking at him going, "Nice try."
Nice try. No, I would be like, nice try, bitch.
Oh, damn.
Damn!
So what are you gonna do about it?
Right, is his back towards me?
At the moment, yes.
Alrighty then. In that case then,
Oh.
let's see, what can I do? I would like to, so is it in a ponytail, like his hair?
No, it's just slick back blonde. There was
Okay,
no ponytail,
in that
it's
case
just
then,
sticky back.
I'm going to grab that hair again, drag him back, but as he's sort of like almost running back, I'm just gonna drop kick. I'm just gonna like drop kick to the face.
Oh, dang! Going for that drop kick, I like it.
So that would be a power if I have a look. See, yes, that is. Yeah, no, oh, yeah, that is power. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Sweet. Damn it!
Oh no!
That's an 11.
Oh no! So like he's got his back to you. He's looked back quickly, and as he looks back, it's a pair of feet looking straight at him. Too bad he's just moved to one side and let you fall to the floor on your face.
Or I just put a bit too much momentum in pulling him back, sort of thing, you know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Like it's at this point when he feels like nah, you know what? I need to help this girl out. He lifts you up, helps you up there, like does like a brushing off of your shoulders motif to kind of give off the idea of oh, let me help you there. Oh, and what he's gonna do is he's gonna slap you.
Oh.
The real bitch move. Let's see what happens. Oh, 22 versus your tire class.
Fuck that shit. That hit.
So he brushes you off, and as he brushes you off, he looks to a crowd as if to go, "Yeah, I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy." Smash across your face with his right hand, as it deals 5 damage.
You know what? I am going to. Is it worth doing that though? Yeah, you know what? I am going to use one of my lovely stances for my brawler class, and it's going to be Strong Guard. I will roll a d6,
Okay.
and then I will hopefully negate that attack.
Okay.
That deals 4 damage. Fuck.
Nah.
Nah.
That is a 4 damage dealing wabam around your face. Leaving an impression to the audience as the audience, if I have a look and see what they're doing, strangely enough, they see him do this, being a little bit pompous, and they're like, wait a minute, that's a little bit arsholic, that's a little bit bad, man. Don't be like that. And some of the crowd is actually turning against him. They don't like him being heel.
Alright. I sort of wipe or touch like the part of my face of which he slapped.
Mm-hmm.
I just give him a look that would most likely kill. And I'm just gonna go. You thought that was a fucking bitch slap?
Oh,
and I
shit.
just grab his hair, I bring my knee up to his face,
Oh.
and just smash his face with my knee.
Oh, knee strike, I like it.
Knee strike.
Go for it.
Okay.
That's a power one, unless you're doing a variation.
Let me have a look. See, do. Let's see. I don't think. I think it is just an ordinary knee. So, yeah, it will be power.
Straight up power knee. Go for it.
Power knee. Fuck me. That's a fucking 8. It's getting worse by the second.
Oh,
I
no.
haven't hit him
There
yet.
you
Stop going for the hair.
go.
So, that is kind of like my match.
Oh yeah, it's turning into that again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's turning into a gimmick match.
Oh no.
In the
Like they see you raising your knee, and a bunch of the crowd just erupts into laughter.
match.
And the people that were turning against the champ are just like, ha! I see why. She's not a contender. This is a squash match.
Fuck you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck you.
The fires are burning. And this is when the flare is like, what? Calm down. Like he puts his arms out, wavers down to the audience, who all quiet down as if they're in anticipation for something. You're not, because you haven't actually seen Maxton wrestle before. In fact, why don't you give me a smarts check to see if you have?
Okay, righty-ho then. So,
That will be
my
a
smarts
d20
would
plus
be-
your smarts stat.
okay. No. That's a 7.
Yep, you haven't seen him wrestle. Like, the first time you saw him was when you got that video message.
Okay.
Simple as. So the audience is expecting something, and he is going to attempt to unleash a big chop across your chest and make it echo throughout the arena. Have a look, see if it works. And that is a 20 versus your AC.
Fuck! That hits! But I'm gonna roll a d6 to, like, whatever the fuck you do to me.
Okay, let's have a look, see what he's doing. Now, chop-wise, he's not just going to do any chop. Oh no. Tell you what kind of chop he's going to do. He is just, as he's calming people down, he's actually going for the kind of chop where it's a spinning knife-edge chop. Where he's calming people down and using the momentum to go across your chest in order to get that echo. As he deals 10 points of
Well,
damage.
he only deals 4 then.
Oh, very good. Very
Because
good.
I rolled a 6. Okay.
Very good indeed. Your
I
chest is
really
a
need
little
to
bit red,
hit
but not
this guy
too
now.
red after shaving off that damage from your stance. He's quite happy that he's against an opponent who's actually taking a little bit more of a beating than he originally thought he was. So, well, hi, you didn't have much.
Okay.
Okay, your go.
I really want to hit this guy!
In fact, at this moment in time, Foxy, what are your thoughts on the match so far?
My thoughts on the match so far has been that it has been entertaining to watch, even though gimmick matches are a little bit boring.
Ah, yes. Can you do me a favor, actually, Foxy? Can you just roll me a flat d20?
Sure. Just a moment. Nine.
Okay, so the crowd's still relatively impartial. Some are kind of leaning over to Lavanya, feeling sorry for her in a way. Whilst the majority of the crowd is still relatively on the back of the champ himself. So what you gonna do about it?
Right. I am going to use one of my lovely hissing abilities. As a bonus function,
What?
I am going to use Tightened Grip. So I'm going to put him in a headlock with my tail. You must roll a power die.
Right.
And if you roll higher than my power, then you get to escape the headlock.
Right.
Or you don't. So how would we go about this then?
Okay, so how this works is, I just have to roll one of my d6s, and it adds... No, this doesn't add my power stat on top, so I just have to hope the luck of a d6, basically. Hope for the best. So, here we go, let's see if...
Is this going to be... Is this, like, just flat, like, D6, like, as in no favour or harm?
This is flat d6, no favour, no harm.
Okay, cool.
So I have to roll higher than your base stat.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Right, so
Bring it on.
Maxton, he rolls.
What did you roll? Well, that definitely does not beat it. So I have to roll a d4.
Oh no.
And see how many turns you get in that headlock for.
Oh no.
Oh, 1.
Damn it.
Oh, it's
But
one turn
that
more.
was my bonus function.
Yes. Well, you know what you can also do, because you put me into that headlock? Roll me a d6.
Alrighty
and why
then.
don't you add your smarts modifier? Because you use your smarts to unleash it.
Smarts? What is my smarts? My smarts is that much. Okay, so that's going to be
That much.
9.
Oh,
9.
yeah. 9? Points of
9?
damage. So if I do... Lovely. So with that, you get him into a headlock using your tail, seemingly out of nowhere, using your cunning and smarts, in order to outwit him into thinking, ah, you forgot about my tail, Batman. You put him into this headlock, and as you wrap the tail around him, his head, he's like grappling onto your tail, and he's like, ah, ah, like screaming out in pain, as the audience around them are like, ooh, you've actually unleashed a move. Foxy, another d20 please.
Yes.
Want to get you involved.
That's 8.
Okay, so as much as the audience is going, ooh, ah, you're hearing some of the audience do that, but the majority of the audience are still booing the living daylights out of you. But you're getting there.
But that was my bonus function.
Exactly.
So, as my function...
Oof.
Ooh.
Function.
Righty-ho then. I am going to... I think... Okay. I am going to do a. I'm okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm just looking
The
at this
suspense.
particular one.
Okay.
So with the body guillotine, is the opponent's head like hanging off the ring?
Let me just have a look with the bodyguard.
Position your opponent over a surface with their body hanging out, and then jump and sit on top.
Yes, so how a body guillotine would work is you would have to lay out your opponent on, like, so for an example, on the ring, you would have to lay them out on, like, the edge of the ring, just outside of the ropes, and then just roll over them.
Oh, okay. That was a totally different idea then, because what I wanted to do was I wanted to bring him over to the edge
Right.
and like sort of throw him down with a tail, but then as he sort of goes down,
Mm-hmm.
I just sort of like I say jump, but then kind of hit like his neck and back with my legs. So it's kind of like sitting in the air, but like sort of slamming down on him or something.
So like slam him onto the ground and then just slap your legs over his face as you jump down onto him.
Yeah.
Leg drop, I'd call that.
Leg drop. Okay. So that would be under kicks with it
Leg
or
drop.
drops.
There it is. Leg drop is under drops, and leg drop is a toughness attack.
Okay then. So with my toughness, it's gonna be, and I think, would I have that with favor because he's in a headlock?
You do indeed.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
This is going to be crazy.
Yes.
It's a dirty 20.
Oh, well, you slam him, you raise yourself up, everyone's like, what? Smash with the leg drop. Roll some damage.
All right, and how much of a damage die is it?
It is the d6, but it adds your toughness stat.
All righty then. With favor or just flat?
Just flat.
Okay. Cool.
Ooh.
Oh no! Whoops. That's not a D6 at all. Whoopsie.
Trying
let me
to do
try
like
that.
50 damage.
10 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
So yeah.
Well, I think we've experienced from earlier episodes, but them legs are thick. Anyway.
Yeah.
Very nicely done. So you lay down that leg drop. As you've laid down the leg drop, you've had to relieve him of the headlock, obviously, or else you get a slam into your own tail, doing damage to yourself. But you're smart enough to do that. And as you slam your legs onto him, the crowd like, after just seeing how powerful this thing was, echoing through the ring, causing slight ripples to go straight through it. Foxy, what are the audience doing? Roll me a d20.
Let's see. What is happening with the audience? That's 18.
They love you. They see you land that leg drop, like the whole action of grabbing him with your tail, slamming him into the ground, following it up with a leg drop afterwards, and they're like, "Hey, yo, that was epic, nice." You even like hear a bunch of people in the front, like near where you are, just going, "Go Lavanya!" Trying to stop.
Okay. Question.
Yes.
Because that was my action,
Yes.
would I get another strike? Because as a brawler, I get the old 1-2. And it is classed under a strike, and, S and J. So would that count as another strike?
Ash, my friend. It does!
All right then. In that case, then I am as he's like on the floor. What can I do? But obviously, it has to be with another strike. So, that I understand.
Yep, you are restricted with that.
And you know what? before I do the thing, I'm just gonna go, that's how you make a hit, Echo, and I just elbow drop him on his back.
Laying down that
Well,
elbow
on the
drop.
base of his neck.
Oh,
So
one.
would that be under a drop?
I believe so.
Let me have a look. Yeah, that is a power move.
Do it.
So, all right. Whoops.
Drop me elbow.
Plus, and because he's on the ground, would that be under favor?
I'm gonna say no.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say no for this one because he's kind of If the first one was with
14?
favor because he was under the pressure of your headlock, but now it's not.
Yeah. Okay. 14.
14. You go. You're just so hyped about it. The Echo just powering you up as you jump. Go to drop that elbow, and as you do, he rolls out of the way, making your elbow smash the canvas.
Fuck.
Oh, just in time. Ooh, cunning. His cunning coming into play. As he steps up, looks over towards you, wipes like some like water out from his face, as he just looks over to you with a little smirk on his face, as he's thinking to himself, "Oh, this is going to be a great match to show on the show reel later." And what he's going to do is, as he stands up, he's going to use his move to run towards the ring ropes opposite, bounce off of them, run towards you, and rip his arm out, ready for a clothesline. And that will be a 21 versus your AC.
Fuck, that hits.
And that clothesline is going to hit you pretty darn strong around that necklace of yourself. Let's see how this goes, because it's a regular one. It's going to use his power, so it may not be as powerful. Well, that only does, if I add that up, that only does 7 damage.
Alright, I'm gonna roll d6. That'll do 5 damage.
Okay, perfectly fine. And as he gets that clothesline off of you, he's gonna look towards the crowd as if to think, come on! And Foxy, how did the crowd react?
Mm-hmm. Let's see how it reacts. 6.
Crowd don't like it. The crowd thinks, okay, dude, you can't just clothesline him and expect us to be won over. Nah, you gotta work. You gotta put that work in.
Like, look what she did with the guillotine, like, sort of shenanigans going on, man.
Indeed. And so, Maxton's actually going to be enraged by the fact that the audience around him isn't joining in. And as you're a little bit wheeling from the clothesline that hit you, he's going to try and grab you around the waist and do a move on you. It's a 19.
Oh, my AC's a 19, so does that meet?
Well, that means it's stalemate mode. So what happens at this moment in time when we hit stalemate on each other's on an AC at any point? What happens is we both roll our 20-sided die without any modifiers on top or anything along those lines.
Okay.
If I win, my move goes through as normal. If you win, I give you a chance to counter.
Fuck.
Let's see.
I rolled a 3.
I also rolled a 3.
So stalemate continues.
Do it again.
Better!
I got a 15.
I got an 18, bitch!
Oh! Oh, damn. So he goes,
Damn.
wraps his arm around your waist, trying to go for a German suplex. But as he goes to wrap and lift, he struggles to lift you up, as all he sees is just this gaze, your head slowly turning sideways, and all he can see is this snake eye locking dead into his eyes, as you just sense fear overtake him.
And what I'm gonna do... so his back is to me, right?
He's currently behind you, trying to hold you, but failing.
and I'm facing outside the ring, right?
Yes.
In that case, then, I am going to... Okay. German suplex. Okay. I'm just seeing how... Okay, in that case, then, I am going to grab his wrists,
Ooh.
pull them out so that he's in a kind of crucifix position,
Ooh.
and then I'm just going to fall backwards.
Oh, dang.
Like, fall backwards so that it's more central to the ring.
So just basically falling backwards and like causing like a sandwich between you and the canvas.
Yes.
Lovely. You know what? I'm gonna count that as a body press.
Okay, body press. Body press.
That is
Yeah.
a power-based attack. Go for it.
Oof. Yeah, I'm just finding... Okay, so power-based. So, yeah. Like, as in the crucifix, like, he is done, man. Okay, so that's going to be D20 plus... Would that be normal? Or with favour?
That would be a normal one.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh, that's what you needed. As you just it's as if you turned yourself round to lock eyes onto him to make him think you should not have done that. You take the crucifix stance, throw yourself backwards. He gets sandwiched between you and the mat. The crowd going crazy as the damage is dealt. But how much damage?
Yeah. What's the damage die? Good
What's the
sir,
D?
that would...
Just remember, it's 6, but it adds your power.
6. Okay, sweet. Okay, D6 plus that. That's an 11.
Oh, my lord.
Wow.
So, with that 11 damage in place, I'm just going to do the additions on my hands. Because that's what I do. That is that. Lovely. So he is sandwiched between you and the floor. As you slam him against the floor, the referee just goes by and slides over. And as he slides over, notices that his shoulders are on the mat. So now, he is going to... the referee's going to count for a pin. Because you're in perfect
I'm
pin
going
mode.
for a pin.
Let's go for it. Can Maxton break out of a pin? Let's have a look.
So what does he need to beat, on
with-
my part?
So with how pins work, with pins, the person who is being pinned has to roll a series of d20 die. If you roll, and with no added bonuses on top, etc.
Okay.
If you roll lower than a 10, or a 10 or lower, then that counts as 1 towards your pin. If you roll over 10 at any point, you break out of a pin.
Okay.
So this is how we go. His first roll, the referee raises his hand, claps it onto the canvas. 1! Second one. Raises his hand again, lowers it. 2! The crowd... Foxy, how the crowd feeling?
Come
Let's
on.
see. 4.
Wait, you rolled a 4?
Yeah.
Okay, the crowd are getting a bit pissy with their champions being pinned right now. It's like, oh come on, you're gonna win like that? Oh, you know. But the last roll comes in. It's 2 out of 3. 2, and lowers down his hand, ready for the 3, as Maxton raises an arm at the last minute, making it a 2.5 count, raising you up, as he is not out of this match just yet. But you can tell he is on his last moments at this moment in time. Oh, it's getting mad. So at this moment in time, Maxton barely he uses the ropes to help. Well, you're in the center of the ring at this point. He's just using all of his being to try and get up onto his feet. And as he gets up onto his feet, it's like as if he just looks over towards you, and you can tell he's in desperation mode. He has to unleash the one move that he thinks could be the end of this match. So he's going to go over to you, and he's going to try and unleash his climax move.
Ooh.
See.
Ooh.
And he critically fails.
Yay!
Ooh,
So
dang.
he runs over towards you, and because your back's against the ropes, he goes to grab. You step out of the way. He flies through the ropes to the outside of the ring. And when he flies to the outside of the ring, he takes some damage as he collapses onto the floor onto his head. And receives a whopping 4 damage. And it is at this moment in time that the referee begins counting. And this is bearing in mind that this is a count-out rule. So how count-out rules are clocked in with the game is that if you're outside the ring during a match that does not allow for you to just run around the ring at your leisure, the referee each turn rolls a d4, effectively counting up to 10. If the referee between turns manages to count up to 10, then whoever's outside of the ring loses. If everyone's outside the rings, then it is a draw. And keep in mind, during a championship match, if the champion is counted out during a championship match, you may win, but he retains the title.
Oh, shit.
You best get on it. Let's see what the referee manages to add up to as he lands out there. He's out, so he lands on the outside onto his head, and the referee's just on it, going 1, 2, 3, 4. As the crowd is just like, get him in! Get him in! It's your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna, like, go out of the ring.
Yep.
I'm gonna grab him by his hair.
Yep.
I'm just gonna, like, sort of slide him in, like, get in there, bitch! And then just sort of climb back into the ring.
Alrighty, in order to get him into the ring, roll me a d20 and add your power on top. Because he's a heavy wazard. Not too heavy, but heavy enough.
14.
You pick him up. He's a little bit rough because he's basically carrying a dead body at this point. As you're just holding him up, it takes a little bit of time to the point where the referee goes 5, and as he counts 5, you manage to get him over to the ring, slide him in, as you said, and you manage to climb back on in. I would heavily suggest at this point you jump back on him.
Yes, I am jumping on him. I am pinning him down.
Okay, you slap yourself on top of him, and as you do, the referee, seeing the pin once again, just goes 1, 2, and before landing the 3, Foxy, what are the crowd thinking right now?
Let's see here. And the crowd is not gonna like it. It's 4 again.
They really don't like it. They're happy that you actually got him into the ring, but they're just like, oh, come on, really? This way? Ah, great. As the referee lays his hand down, 3! Ring the bell! Ding, 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 ding. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new Atlanta State Champion.
Oh, boy.
Nicely done. Very nicely done.
That feels
The
good.
crowd, like, some of the crowd's going wild, the other parts of the crowd are going wild for different reasons. As confetti blows up above you, starts falling down, and as one of the referees comes on in with the belt, grants it over to you, as it is now yours.
Oh yeah, I take the belt from the referee, give him another acknowledgement, and then just lift it with one arm. Just be like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay, you lift that bad boy with your one arm, and Foxy, do the crowd like this?
Let's see. Oh, by the way,
If it's another 4.
I suggest you look at the Discord chat. I posted
I
a
have
few
been reading
things in
it.
there.
I have been reading it. Don't worry.
And that's 6. They don't like it.
So, as much as there are some people that are generally really happy to see a new champion crowned, a lot of them are just like, I paid good money for this! And they're just really pissed. Like some of them are booing, some are walking out. They're just like, money wasted, I'm out of here. It's quite great. But you have a champion! It's great. Now,
Yeah.
Foxy, is Liam gonna head down the ring, or just acknowledge this in the back and do nothing?
And Liam is actually going to run into the ring.
Hey! Run into the ring, and there she is, your new Atlanta State champion. What you got to say to that?
First of all, I'm going to take Lavania's hand and raise it up like a champion that she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just give you a sort of like little smile, like, yeah, thanks, bud.
It's at this moment in time where like you also see coming down the ring Erg, who's kind of in tears with his little rock. And he's just like, oh my god, yes! Shiny belt is now ours. I mean yours, but ours.
Well, wouldn't have gotten here without you guys, that's for sure. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Great stuff.
No, but I mean, part of me wants to say something to bitch face sort of thing.
Well, if you want to, he is like using the ropes to help climb himself up, as he's using what integrity he has left to try and just get up and seemingly just breathe after what he's had to go through. If you want to do anything with him, feel ahead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say to him, you know, women aren't just pretty faces, you know. Some have muscle, which is more than I can say for you, bitch. And then just walk away. That's what I'm gonna call him from now on, bitch.
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 He looks over, like panting. He gives you the, like, you initially think he's giving you the look of I don't give a damn, when secretly on the inside he holds quite a lot of respect for you've changed his kind of like ideals on women inside the ring. So I guess you could say the Flair will remember this.
The Flair will remember.
And so you're celebrating, the confetti's falling, the Flair stumbles out of the ring, and as he stumbles out of the ring, the lights go out.
Oh, shit.
And as the lights go out, music hits, and it's this heavy metal track that starts playing, as all of a sudden, out of nowhere, as like the metal chords just start coming in, you see this Sharkon burst onto the ramp seemingly out of nowhere when the lights come on. This Sharkon, sizing up at a good size of 6'5", muscle bound from head to toe, you can notice some scar marks around like his neck area as he's wearing like a big black leather like throw over jacket, and he's got some ripped up jeans that he's wearing as well. You notice that this Sharkon has a very similar belt as to what you're wearing right now. This is another champion. But what I want you two to do, since you're seeing this, I want you both to roll me a smarts check to see if you know who this is.
Let's see, smarts. Okay. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. That is that. Nat 20.
Nice.
So yeah.
Just a moment. That is 12. So
I'm just gonna.
kinda has an idea, but eh.
Anyways, I'll roll for Erg as well, just to see if he knows what's happening. And well, okay, that's pretty cool. Now, Foxy, You know this guy. You may not know him too well. Like, you've seen him in, like, some promotional images around the place. You know him as the current reigning World Hardcore Champion. Simply known as the Great White Mike Jaws.
Oh, dang.
Now, as for Erg, even though his smart is low, he knows this guy a lot more because he's like a third generation. I think he's like a third generation superstar, avid wrestler, from what I remember Vinny telling me. Erg's done some training with his dad, and during his training with his dad went through a bunch of like wrestling tapes of Shark-Ons, and there was an aspiring young Shark-On by the name of Mike Jaws who was just getting into the ring for the first time. And he remembers seeing one of his first matches that he ever had as a young lad. And Mike Jaws, even as a young lad, when he did like the children's leagues, was a beast. Like, he would suplex the living daylights out of anyone. He was also well known when it came to suplexing Shark-Ons that were even bigger than he was. That's pretty nuts. But Lavanya, you critted.
Hello.
And because you critted, first off, wrestle point.
Well, I mean, I've already got 3 wrestle points, but...
Well, you're maxed out, so that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
So, because you critted, you know something about Mike Jaws. You have been following You've been following some of the champions on the worldscape, with your goal to become a world champion someday. In order to clock on, these are the people I might have to go through to get to the top. Mike Jaws is up there, to the point where Mike Jaws, and you alone know this, Mike Jaws is currently the 2nd ranked wrestler in the world. He is 2nd to the world heavyweight champion himself. The only reason why he is 2nd is because you remember seeing the match known as the Pacific Beatdown, which was the name of the event where Mike Jaws faced against the world champion in Mike Jaws' own patented match that he created for himself, known as the Shark Cage match. You remember seeing the world champion beating the crap out of Mike Jaws in his own element, to the point where when the champion could have walked away with both championship belts after winning that match, he threw the Hardcore Championship back towards Mike Jaws and said to him, "Get a better title and I might just see you again."
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So Mike Jaws at this point is like just standing there all ominous, with the crowd going absolutely ballistic at the fact that, oh my god, it's Mike Jaws, 2nd ranked wrestler in the world. Oh, current hardcore champion, what the hell's he doing here?
And everyone else just comes back into the stadium.
Basically,
Yeah,
like
those are
everyone just hears his music and they're like, oh my god, what? Really? Like, they're going absolutely nuts. He's stalking the ring at this point. He walks around, keeping his eyes locked on all of you as he goes over. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say, I'm keeping my eyes locked on him.
Nice. You doing anything with Liam, Foxy?
Well, as a former spy, he is not really moved by this.
Yeah, you've seen darker stuff.
Like, I've seen better.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Fair enough. And as he walks around the ring, he grabs a microphone from like a mini microphone stand that's standing with like the backup referees and some of the and like the bellman, etc. Grabs one of the microphones, brings it up to his mouth as he just looks towards you, gives a point out to you specifically, Lavanya, and just goes, "Well done, Hassan. You earned it. Great job. Now, if you two losers want a chance to actually win a real belt, Why don't you try me on for size?
All right. Wow. I'm guessing he has a microphone and all that jazz.
He
And
does
I'm
indeed.
guessing there's a microphone passed to me or whatever.
Well, you just see like one of the stage hands rush into the ring, and they're behind you, just going, "Psst, here's a mic."
Oh, okay. I'm gonna put the mic to my mouth and go. Well, seeing as you come out here, looking all ominous, trying to scare me with them big, white, shiny teeth of yours, I've dealt with some scarier shit. You ain't nothing compared to what I've had to deal with.
Ooh.
And you know what? I'll take you up on that offer. Let's see whether your head is big enough for my tail to get around.
Ooh.
Oh,
There you go with
You
your-
can see how the crowd are thinking of that one. Well, the crowd are at pure fever pitch right now. They're like going, "Whoa!" Like all of them are in awe of this moment, and they're thinking, "Oh my god, we can see a unification match right now, like Atlanta State versus Hardcore Champion." Oh, and then what happens is Mike Jaws retorts to this, saying, "Hey, Cham, it's fine. If you want a second chance, if you want a chance to win another belt, I'll give you all the time you need. I was more so saying about that stupid furry bastard and that big rock twat you're sitting next to."
Oh, you're talking to me? I've seen some deep shit in my lifetime. It's not your... I actually, before I start talking, I just rip the microphone from Lavanya, and I'm like, yeah, you're saying you have seen some weird things. Well, I have seen some really weird things, and I'm going to take you up on that offer.
He looks
And
towards you.
cheeky grin on my face.
Oh, very nice. You know what? What I want to do at this point is, because this is technically a promo off. What we're gonna do, Foxy, is I want you and me are gonna roll a d6, and this is gonna be an appeal die. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna roll our d6s against one another, and we're not gonna add anything to these. But effectively, if you roll higher than Mike Jaws' appeal, things will happen. If I roll higher than your appeal, things will happen. If neither of us manage it, well, we'll soon find out.
Okay.
Let's have a look. And just to keep note, what is your current appeal stat?
My current appeal stat is 3.
Okay.
Oof.
Mike Jaws rolled a 4.
Oh, I rolled a 5.
And that's 1 point low of what you would need to match for Jaws.
Oh, damn.
So, Mike Jaws, after seeing your attempt to win him over and to coax him into this match, just like, all right, Foxy, you got yourself a match.
Ooh.
But tell you what, I'm not putting on this match against these losers, and just points to like the audience, and the audience are just absolutely crapping on him at this point. Just thinking, come on, we want to see this, come on. And they're just like crapping all over him because he really just doesn't like this crowd. It's like, if you want this belt, you gotta come to my neck of the woods. You want this for real? How about this? You come to my house, the Bermuda Triangle, and I'll show you what it really means to go hardcore. And he just drops the mic and starts walking back to the back.
Could I take the mic from Fox, Liam,
Yes.
and just go, If that's an invitation to your slumber party, I'll bring the drinks.
And I'm going to see how the audience react to that. And they love it. They think it's a great retort. And as you say that, Mike Jaws is heading up the ramp. Here's what you say, and the crowd just going like, whoa, again. As Mike Jaws looks back, rips off his jacket, slams it onto the ground, and is just looking at you, as if to go like, come on, man! Come on, bring it! As if he wants some right here, right now.
Oh, do I go for it? Oh, I'm on 15 hit points, so...
Choice is yours.
I mean... I'm gonna hand the mic to Liam and just sort of open my arms out as to say, "Go on, bitch, bring it on,
Ooh.
bring it on, bitch."
Okay. Ooh. Okay. I know what. Tell you what I want you to do, right? I want you to roll me your D6 as an appeal die versus Mike Jaws' appeal. See if he is coaxed over to you.
Oh. Damn.
I rolled a 6.
Oh, okay. So you're just like nonchalantly pass the mic over. You holding your championship still, as you're coaxing him. You're not being coaxed by him. You're the one doing the coaxing. As he is now getting so angry that he goes up to the ring, jumps up, like hangs on the ring ropes as he's just looking dead-eyed towards you, steps into the ring, walks up to you, and there's a big stare-off just straight between you two dead-eyeing each other. As I'm gonna roll.
In my mind right now, like, as a player, I'm thinking, this is a terrible idea. I'm going to die.
As he rolls a 22 versus your AC.
Oh shit, that hits.
And with that, he just gives you a massive, like, clock with his Sharkon fist just right across your face, dealing 6 damage.
Do I want to roll a thing? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna roll a thing. He'll only deal 2 points of damage.
Whoa.
Because of my lovely thing. Although I'm kind of getting...
Now, how do you react to him whacking you across the face?
Oh. Wait, where's my thing? Oh yeah, because I have this amount left now. I just sort of like wipe where he just bitch slapped me. And I'm like... Oh, now I'm getting flashbacks to that fucking like thing where where the seduction happened.
Oh, just Foxy.
I'm gonna be like, you call that a bitch slap? And as I sort of place, as I sort of have my tail like sort of gently caressing the side of his face before bitch slapping him with it.
Oh, nice. I like this. Okay, slapping with that'll count as a slap, of course.
Oh shit! Did I do my hit points for that? That would be that. Right. So, that's a D20 plus power.
Yep, you're right.
That's a 16.
Nope. You're caressing the side of his face with your tail. You go to slap him, and as you go to slap him, he grabs your tail with the grip of his other hand that didn't slap you. And as he grabs that tail, he jumps over it, puts that tail into like a clover leaf and just reels back on it, putting you into a submission hold into a clover leaf with your own tail.
Fuck.
Dealing as a counter 5 damage.
I want to do the thing, but I don't have
Now-
a lot of things left.
Now, Foxy, do you want to do anything at this point?
Yeah. No,
As
you
see
know
Mike
what?
Jaws put on this clover leaf.
Fuck you.
Because this isn't an official match of the curriculum of the night, I am actually going to try to take him into a headlock.
Okay. As he's on the cloverleaf with the tail, you see the perfect opportune moment, going to wrap your arms around his head, trapping him into a strong headlock. Now, what I'm gonna let you do, because I don't think I've updated that part of my move list yet, but I'm gonna do this a bit ad lib. So I'll be ready for it. Search box was working. There it is. No, that's Fireman's Carry Bulldog. Got a lot of headlocks. Okay, I'm going to count this as a side headlock with how you're going to be holding him while he's in the cloverleaf. So that side headlock of yours is going to be a D20 plus your smarts modifier because you're being smart about this.
Just a moment. I actually, while this is happening, I'm actually going to sign off from my TeamSpeak because every time I press a plus, it does a hotkey thing there.
Ah, okay.
So, D20 plus smarts.
Yes.
And without favor.
Oh no, this is just your base smart stat.
Okay, so 6. That's dirty 20.
Lovely stuff. So you just clock him into this headlock, and as you manage you only just managed to like wrap your head around his big shark head and lock it in with your other hand to a point where now he's in a submission hold with Lavanya. You're in a submission hold on him, and it just looks like this big like conglomeration of submission holds. But the crowd is just going mad over at this point. They're going crazy with this stuff's going down. Now roll me some damage, which would be a d6 plus your smart stat.
You could say that it's a headlock menagerie.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's 8.
Lovely. Oof. Dealing 8 points of damage to him as you reel that headlock in tight. As you guys are in this situation, you just see all these security guards just rush down the ring, pulling you guys apart, like pushing you to opposite corners. Like Mike Jaws just like trying to fight through to try and claw at Lavanya and you as he's forced outside of the ring to the point where the security creates a wall between him and the ring itself, forcing Mike Jaws to just pick up his jacket, look towards you as he just rubs his belt that's wrapped around his waist, picks up his jacket in frustration, points, and as you can see his lips moving as he's saying, "I'll see you later." And he turns around and goes off with his jacket over his shoulder as the crowd are completely over the moon with this crazy event. My God. Talk about a slugfest. Oof.
This will be talked for years.
Oh, yes. So, with that, the dust settles. You guys are escorted back by the security guards there. When you get to the back, the security's happy to tell you not to worry. Mike Jaws has been escorted off the property. He's on his way out anyway. He said he was going to go back to the Bermuda Triangle and start his new training regime to get his own back or something along those lines.
I'm not worried about him getting to me. I'm more worried about me getting to him.
Oh, damn. And as that goes down, as soon as you enter the back and you're let back out to the back entrance where everyone is. You see everyone there, including the old opponents that everyone went against, standing, giving you a standing ovation to congratulate their new Atlanta State Champion.
Nice.
And Liam actually joins in and starts to applaud.
Erg, who's with you at this point, who didn't participate in the beatdown because he's just like amazed that that's happening in front of him, looks towards the guys that are clapping and just thinks it's for him, and he just goes, "Oh, you're too kind." Oh, yes. And this is when you see an elven gentleman in a suit, backed up by two other elves, also in suits but wearing picked out black sunglasses, walk towards you. The elf in the suit, looking towards you and just going, "Congratulations on that amazing win! Put it there." And he puts an arm out towards you all.
Oh boy. I have a bad feeling I know what's going to happen, but oh well. I'll just politely put my hand in his sort of thing.
Okay, so
I
he
just
shakes your
noticed
hand.
one
It's a
thing.
pretty strong handshake, as if he was a wrestler himself. But you look at him and you're thinking, this guy's not giving me much for wrestler vibe, but that is some grip. He also extends it out to you, Liam.
Mm-hmm.
Will you shake the hand?
Yes, I shall shake the hand.
Shakes your hand as well, and you feel it as well. You feel this is a quite strong grip for a business guy, if this is a business guy. And he goes to shake Erg's hand, and Erg's like, "Oh, why, thank you so much for the ovation." Oh, and he's just letting Erg have his moment.
He's doing it with both hands. He's not doing it one; it's both.
Yeah, exactly. He's a little bit shaken because Erg is a big, strong, mountainous guy, and he's just an elf. But he's actually laughing it off as if to go, "Hey, that's some great enthusiasm." Now he looks back towards you guys and just goes, "I found this entire event great. You see, I talked to my old friend Coach back of the surge. He told me he had some great talent. That's why I sent that video package from the champ. You guys impressed me a heck of a lot."
Well, you're too kind, sir. Like we do what we do because we want to.
Liam is like just his heels together and is like and bows down. Thank you.
Whilst during this moment in time, he's just like, could have done better. When again, his match was just one suplex KO.
Yeah. I mean, without Coach, we wouldn't be here. So, if anything, he deserves a lot of applause.
He does indeed.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why, thanks to your courageous efforts, I'm going to give Coach that little bit of what he deserves. I'm going to put Coach into the Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Oh, nice.
And as soon as he says the words Hall of Fame, you guys are thinking, wait a minute. This guy's a bigger deal than we think, isn't he? And you start thinking about who this guy is. Roll me smarts checks.
Okay. So
just to put into perspective, Erg rolled a 1, so he's completely oblivious. He has no bloody idea.
Yeah, I rolled a 22.
Ooh, nice.
I rolled an 11.
Okay, so Liam, you're not too sure who this guy is. Like, you don't remember any suited elven guys anywhere. Lavanya, you on the other hand, because you saw a bunch of wrestling matches during your upbringing, you remember reading about an elf that was like one of the first of his kind to branch out from the regality of elven wrestling. Because back in the day, when elves were wrestling, they were only wrestling each other in order to dictate where they were in their own society. So wrestling each other in order to go up the ladder or in order to gain more rights over their clans, rather than fighting each other for championships, etc. You remember hearing stories and seeing a match that was the first elf to branch away from this ideal and to join the rest of the world's ideal of wrestling, which is, of course, to go towards being a world champion. And this is like some old school film that you saw. And it involved an elvish world champion. This elvish world champion by the name of Sean Leafmeyer. And Sean Leafmeyer was, as I said, one of the first of his kind to branch off from that old ideal of elven wrestling, joining the main stage, becoming the first major world heavyweight champion that was an elf and to be genuinely respected across the world. This is that guy. No wonder that handshake was so good.
Also, now I'm going to lift up one point, which I've been meaning to for last maybe 20 minutes. The beautiful thing is that I am a red fox. So
Yes.
I don't roll harm in tough terrain or adverse weather conditions.
Very true.
Hmm.
And nice.
Hmm.
So, with this knowledge in tow, he looks at you and he just goes, "Oh, apologies, I should have introduced myself. I'm former world heavyweight champion Sean O'Hare." I could already...
Sean Leafmeyer.
Sean Leafmeyer. Sorry, I already forgot his surname. That shows you how great of a GM I am. Forgetting their names.
That's how well I rolled, and I rolled a 22, so I know who it's going to be.
You know me more than I know me. That's great. I'm Sean Leafmeyer, head of a wrestling world organization known as WWO. We keep an eye out on all wrestlers across the world, be them new talent, old talent, world champions, or any champions anywhere. Needless to say, with you being the Atlanta State Champion, you now have the right to travel and go on to face the World Heavyweight Championship. That belt you got there is your ticket to potentially facing the man himself.
Yeah, my brain's just sort of like, yeah, what do I say?
So with this knowledge, it's key to keep in mind that how the world works is that champions are all over the world, but on different levels. You have state champions, county champions, state champions, obviously, and then the list goes on to like countrywide champions, nationwide champions, towards the world champions.
Intercontinental.
Basically, yes. So the world champions are like this league of high-up wrestlers that are constantly battling out against one another to try and become the world heavyweight champion. These guys are pretty much the equivalent of the Illuminati, where on the outside you only know them as champions. But when you're in that circle, these world champions secretly dictate the entire landscape of the world. If you have a world championship, you have political power on a world scale. That's how important these championships now are in the current day and age.
Damn.
So to have the chance to potentially go against one of these world champs means that you have a chance to join that inner circle and have world stance.
Sweet.
Pretty darn mental. It's at this moment in
Yeah.
time where Sean looks at the other two of you and just goes, "Now, don't get me wrong, you can go against the champ whenever you want. You boys, however, we need to get you some gold. And quite frankly, I know a couple of guys that need their asses kicked, and I got 2 championships that I know you guys would just love to hold. Now, I know, especially you, Mr. O'Reilly, that you would love nothing more than to face that world hardcore champion yourself, Mike Jaws. Maybe even you, Lavanya."
I mean, you're not wrong there.
Now, the trick is, Mike Jaws is the world hardcore champion. He's not going to bat an eyelid unless you've got some gold on you. He might have intimidated you tonight, but that's just showing that he thinks you're ready. But you need to earn the gold in order to legally have a chance against his championship belt. And I'm going to give you that chance.
Okay.
Okay.
So hear me out. I'm gonna send you guys to the one place where I want you to take another champion down a size. Liam, I'm gonna give you another champion. I'm gonna give you your first championship shot. But it's
Mhm.
not gonna be easy. Are you up for it?
Yes.
That's the stuff I love to hear. Guys, you're going to England.
All right. All right.
And
Sweet.
And as he says that, he turns away and says, "Don't you worry. I'll make sure to get all the travel preparations done for you. Just make sure you're ready." And just as he starts walking away a little bit with his guards behind him, he remembers something and turns around and just goes, "Oh, and Liam, I've got a piece of advice for you. If you're going to England to face the champion, you may want to brush up on your knowledge of strong style. You're going against the
Okay.
British strong style champion."
Mhm.
And as he says that, he walks off, like gives you like a backhanded wave of catch you later, as he's got some pressing matters to deal with. As you guys, you're heading to England.
Da-da-da-da.
And what is the champion's name?
Well, he didn't tell you.
No, he didn't.
He didn't. And you could roll me a smarts check, and why don't you?
And I shall.
I mean, part of me wants to do the same just for funsies.
Ah, why not? Do it. I even do one for Erg just to see.
So
Erg
smart.
doesn't know. Yeah, so that's D20 plus your smart.
Okay. 8.
I rolled a 12.
Okay, so as much as you guys know what the wrestling scene is stateside, England side, you're not 100% sure. Especially when it comes to English strong style. English strong style has been very much a relatively more new thing that's having a resurgence lately. And because of that, you guys know little bits about it. You're not too sure who the current reigning English strong style champion is.
Interesting.
But I guess you're going to find out. And I'll tell you when you're going to find out. You're going to find out on the next thrilling installment of Ring Warriors.
Damn.
Woo.
Nice. Ladies and gentlemen,
Nice.
for watching out there in cyberspace, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Ring Warriors. If you did, be sure to support the show in any which way you can. Liking, subscribing, and following wherever you may be does help out a lot. On top of that, you can also hit me up on the social media channels that are down there in the description of wherever you may be. Facebook, the Twitter, the Discord server, and all that fun jazz. Ring Warriors is currently a tabletop role-playing game that is in development from yours truly at this moment in time. No estimated release date yet, but when we get close to it, I will be releasing a Kickstarter where you guys can get actively involved in supporting the game, and I'll be learning, and you can even learn even more there. Needless to say, ladies and gents, I'm really enjoying this. Are you guys enjoying this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool.
Fantastic stuff. And I hope you keep coming back for more, because there is way more to come. The gang's going to England. They're facing the strong style champion, and it's only going to go up from here, I assure you. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, have a fantastic time. I'll be back with some more live streaming in the future, and until then, stay explosive, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye, guys!
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.